Okay, you can start. Switch on the mics.
Part-time jobs are really good for students because they could live independently and they could afford their own money without the help of parents. They couldn't ask their money. They couldn't ask the pocket money from their parents. They could live independently.
Not about much time or part-time job.
Where is the emotion? Speak
They
loudly.
not get much support from the family also by doing part-time job.
They could become their family's biggest supporters who demand money.
They can become big, but they cannot afford much by time the family.
That is difficult because of the poor conditions. The student should work hard to earn money.
If they work hard, they not spend much time on studies.
After the completion of the studies, after the completion of school or college, they can go to the part-time job and work for at least 2 or 3 hours.
If you go outside, in exams time you cannot spend much time on studies. So
In that time, he could stop the job and work after the exam.
after the exams, he cannot get nice opportunities like before.
He could take another job so that he
He cannot get nice opportunities like before job.
Dinesh, take the microphone in your hand.
Part-time is a job which, at first starting joining the job, we have to discuss all the condition terms with the owner and respect to, who is giving the job, right? And part-time job is the job when we have exam, we can take, leave. That's the main condition in doing the part-time job.
In lieu, we can do part-time job, but important time we cannot spend time also do part-time job now.
Important means maybe for students exams. Maybe for students the exams will be more important. And in a part-time job there will be compulsory leave granted for the students.
The important things they can't get leave now.
Part-time day means I don't I didn't get your point right.
If they any case his sister gets married, he cannot leave holidays, take holidays for that time.
Maybe he can they can ask for permission. If not, they can go for another job.
all time. For every time we didn't get the same job like that without say all comforts.
Then we have to manage the time. Responsibility persons know how to manage their time in studying and accepting other works too.
If you more focus on the jobs, then we get studies. Then it affects the at the end of the years. That means if we complete our 4 years of studies, we completely focus on the part-time jobs. Then we didn't get the better jobs. Then we daily do a part-time jobs now. It is a part-time job is a good working experience for students, so that in future they could get good jobs through these experiences. We spend more time on studies. We didn't get, and that means we neglect our studies also. Now. There are those students who always spend their time on studies. They enjoy for some time now. So that time we could invest on the part-time job. Then we become more tired now when compared to that, and when we doing work. After the part-time job, one could relax. Okay, the studies had resulted that due to doing any part-time jobs, the responsibility increased the student.
No emotion.
What I say means we get responsible. We know how responsibilities are, but we neglect our studies as well as we suffer for health problems also now while completely doing all these works while doing the studies and these part-time jobs, and when we go to home we did not cook for ourselves also now. Okay, part-time job is just for 2 to 3 hours, so you need not to do more hard work man based on your schedule.
While doing the part-time jobs, they feel very
ends and they lose their energy and they get high while doing part-time jobs.
Okay, you're saying that you lose your energy while doing the part-time job. Then by starting doing a part-time job, you can increase your energy and you know how to behave in the society.
But doing part-time jobs didn't concentrate on study.
Okay, affects the studies. But a perfect student who is always regular to the classes and who is punctual, he never misses content. So he can attend the all exams in one attempt so that he will be always in top position and knows how to behave in the society and it will be a plus point for him.
But doing part-time jobs, they have more time for studies. They very less time, but they score.
But have some time to but it have some time for education also. We doing part-time jobs for our money. If we don't have money, we cannot educate. So we should spend some time for part-time jobs. Then only we can earn and make our own expenses.
Okay, what you said is right. But by doing part-time job, if we can earn more money, then the student cannot focus on the study because he is getting more money.
Okay, time up. Okay, let's start. Switch on the microphone.
I support the government schools because I support the private schools because nowadays being a employer as also joining into the
No emotion. I can see no emotion.
I support private schools because nowadays
Except for that, the standards of the government schools were low when compared to the last decade. But when compared to this decade and this 20,000 and 2K early centuries, education system was ruled by these government students only. Students who have passed out from the government schools.
I agree, but you can get better education in private schools when compared to government.
Of course, better education is required, but a proper education is required. A stress-free education is applied in these private schools. But when compared to these government schools, they put students, they don't put much pressure on students. They give freedom for the students so that the student can think and trust and reliable on the school, so that they can really openly minded and they can ask anytime and so many doubts for the faculty. They can be there.
Okay, you're wasting time. Next.
Right?
There is no emotion whatsoever.
Here it's all right. I genuinely ask why the corporates are expensive. What's the reason? And what's the difference between government and private sector?
Here, if you want to see the differences, the government schools will provide costless education, whereas private schools they will give more expensive education.
I asked why the private sectors are expensive. What's the trust there and the private? Difference between government and private? Why they are expensive? And it is there is no reason for expensive.
If you are asking for expensive, the private schools will be there. Will be seeing about their infrastructure. They'll see about the number of students they want to give to their schools. So there will be some. If the number of students are increased in the school, so there should be a lot of infrastructure. So what they should increase their money. So what the private schools are somewhat expensive than government schools.
But private sector students are gaining a lot of proper education
Private sector students are
as
getting
compared to government students.
as compared to government. Yes, I agree. But as compared to
In
government,
simple ratio also.
even in simple ratio, the government sector schools also are trying their hard to give proper education to the students. Not only private schools. Nowadays, government schools are also trying harder to give a proper education and better education than the private schools. So, what many of the people are willing to send their students or their children to the government schools than private schools.
In the private sector, the teaching staff is more qualified and they are taking much better teachers. Even though the government schools are also having better teachers, they are not providing such quality of education nowadays. Nowadays, okay, but still they are leaving the children and they are not teaching them properly. But as you said, in the private schools, they are keeping a lot pressure on the student. But still they are trying to get some efforts. In the government schools, they are not taking such care. Not everywhere, but only students they are realizing and studying and getting hard work.
I don't agree with your point. I only support government schools because school is not only about quality education. Private schools are putting more stress on the students. As we are seeing nowadays, students are making suicides because of the stress. Private schools are putting on them. In government schools, there is not much stress as private schools. They can play and learn. So it will be profitable for.
I agree with your point that in private schools the suicide rate is more than in government schools. Um, I agree with it, but I think private schools provide a better learning experience. Like they are exposed to new technology, like projectors and everything, which is not available in government schools.
In government schools also we have projectors and many technologies. As I have studied in government schools, we have projectors also.
I suppose to join most of the private colleges.
Switch on the mic.
Switch on the mics. Up. Push it up, Nana. Push it up. Hold the mic in your hand. See.
I support most colleges are private. They compete significantly than compared to government colleges or schools. Right nowadays, government schools are improved, and also in private companies they get more package. Right, government schools students also government colleges students also get a